Welcome back, everyone, to another vinegar review. I'm sure you're all very excited for this. However, I have some bad news. You see, my good friend Comical actually stole all my vinegar. He stole my red wine vinegar, he stole my rice vinegar, he stole my apple cider vinegar, and of course, he stole my classic white cleaning vinegar. However, there is one bottle that he did not get, and I have that right here. We have some balsamic vinegar. And as you can see from the label, this is balsamic vinegar di Modena. Now, this is not to be confused with balsamic vinegar tradizionale, which is generally considered to be a bit more high quality. It takes longer to make. However, that is very rare. And even in Italy, you don't tend to see that much. The balsamic vinegar of Modena is a much more common and much more affordable option for most people. So, we'll be trying it out today. Let's see how it is. Now, if you'll excuse me for a minute, I'll just rest that there. And I'll open this up. Generally like to give it a nice little shake there, just to stir all the particles at the bottom up. And unfortunately, I'm out of glasses, so I'll be using this mug. I know that'll make it a bit harder to see, but I'll do my best. And you don't want too much. It can definitely be a bit overwhelming at times to be drinking all that vinegar. So I'll just put this back. And the brand is Filippo Berio, by the way. Now, if I take this, and it's a bit hard to see because it's a mug, and of course you have the dark color. However, if you look at the actual vinegar, you can tell that it's pretty high quality despite not being the expensive stuff. You don't see many particles, and the consistency is very smooth. So, let's see how it tastes. Oh, some on my face. Let me clean it up. There we go. The taste is quite good, actually. I've always liked balsamic vinegar because it has a very distinct taste compared to other types of vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is, of course, quite flavorful. However, the acidity is often a bit overpowering when it comes to that. Red wine vinegar, same deal. Red wine vinegar is probably one of the least flavorful of the vinegars. However, I really like the balance of acidity there. Balsamic vinegar, on the other hand, does a very good job of balancing both acidity and flavor. It's a bit stronger than the red wine vinegar sometimes. This in particular tended to be a bit strong, this bottle here. It caught me a bit off guard, I'll be honest, but it was definitely quite good. I definitely enjoyed the flavor, and it was definitely more tolerable than the apple cider vinegar in terms of acidity. So I think overall it has quite a nice flavor, and if you're into the flavor, it goes great on salads. I actually had some on my salad earlier today. And yeah, it's overall a very good choice for vinegar. It's not ideal for everything. There are certain situations where you definitely don't want to use balsamic vinegar specifically, as the flavor can sometimes be a bit too sweet, and you don't always want that sweet flavor. So sometimes apple cider or red wine is a better choice for that. Red wine has a bit of a fruitier flavor, and apple cider, of course, has a very sweet but also more mellow flavor than the balsamic. The balsamic vinegar has a very pungent, sweet flavor. And of course, you have the white vinegar. The white vinegar is probably the most bland vinegar of all, as it's kind of the basic vinegar with nothing really added to it. The white vinegar is probably the most bland. However, that can also be useful in certain situations where you want to infuse your own vinegars, or like for pickling. You definitely don't want to use balsamic vinegar for pickling. That's a terrible idea. That is where you want the white vinegar. However, on salads, that's where balsamic vinegar really shines. Same with appetizers. You can drizzle a bit of balsamic vinegar on any appetizer and it'll be fantastic. So, yeah, definitely a good choice. Don't miss out on the balsamic. Don't overlook it while buying your vinegars. That's pretty much all I have to say for this review. I'll be fighting comical to get my vinegars back. And besides that, have a day.